All right, welcome back to Peek into COS. Today we have Jordan Malara with us, owner of the new boutique hotel in Manitou Springs called the Outrider. Jordan, it's great to have you on the podcast.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, for sure. Well, before we get into the hotel, let's talk about you and your background and how in the world did you get into this crazy business?
Yeah, pretty unconventionally, I would say.
Okay.
I started out in the military, and I started out thinking I really wanted to go into engineering and wanted to do like kind of management within engineering.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually tried to go to the Air Force Academy for a short time. And then I kind of wound up, I grew up in upstate New York, wound up in Oklahoma, found myself still trying to, get into the military one way or another. And so when I graduated college with an engineering degree, I went into the military, and I thought that was it for me.
What branch?
I was Air Force for a time, and then when the Space Force started up, I jumped over to the Space Force for a couple of years. So I was only in for about 5 years total, but about a couple of years in, bought my first house and started getting into kind of this real estate side of things.
And where were you when you bought your first house? Was it here?
It was here.
It was here, okay.
Yeah. So we came right from Oklahoma to here.
Got it.
And then, just started kind of figuring out the rental side of things. And along the way, got into, we're in a vacation market. And so got into vacation rentals, started renting out a section of our home on Airbnb and VRBO. Yeah. And that's, I think, what lit the spark for me for hospitality.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know how much explanation you want, but found my way into hotels eventually because hospitality is fun, but hotels provide something truly unique that vacation rentals don't. Mm-hmm. And that's really just a sense of identity. You can't really tell a story with a house, but when you have a hotel, you can create an identity, and I'm sure we'll talk a little bit about that, but there's just more you can do with that, more storytelling you can do, and I really enjoy that piece of it.
So you're an entrepreneur, man. You really have come out of the military, and thank you for serving our country. That's one of the things I think that makes us a special place, is that there are many men and women who have served our country and have chosen to stay here. And so that's great for us and all those things. Yeah, you and I have have hospitality and hotels is in common. I went to college in Miami to study hotel restaurant management at Florida International University, and I started working for Marriott when they had like 39 hotels.
Wow.
They said they were going to grow. And so, crazy. But I like your point about identity and storytelling, because even like at a bigger hotel, or at a resort, you can definitely have an identity and tell stories about your guests and your the type of facility you have. So I respect what you've done. And are you still doing any Airbnb or VRBO business? Okay, so you've got that going.
Yeah,
as well.
It's turned into more of a side thing, but we've got a couple houses, all kind of located around Colorado Springs, that we still kind of rent out.
Okay.
It's just not as exciting as the hotel stuff.
So the Outrider, it's a boutique, right? Mm-hmm. It's not part of a chain, and so let's talk about just tell listeners a little bit about the number of rooms and how you found it and all that. I mean, we're doing this in the summer of 26, and this is like your first summer.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we just opened on May 1st. So the background behind the Outrider, it's a 39-room hotel. It always has been. It started as a Super 8, I believe.
Okay.
And then eventually got deflagged, so they took the Super 8 name off of it, and it became what was called the Manitou Cog Hotel, which kind of ruffled some feathers because the Manitou Cog Railway did not really want to be associated with this hotel, but the names were so similar. So there was some I don't know, legal action that was thought to happen, but never kind of ended up panning out. When we stepped into the property, or how we found the property, was the original owner. He sold it to somebody else, and that person stopped paying on it, and so it was about to go into foreclosure.
Got it.
So they came to us and they said, "Hey, we know you were looking for hotels," because my business partner and we started looking for hotels back in it was February of 24.
Yeah.
And so as we were kind of looking for hotels, a lot of that is just a networking thing, and so you just start talking to different brokers, talking to people selling hotels. And they didn't have anything available at the time, but then they came to us, a year later and they said, hey, we've got this hotel. Is this something you're interested in? And it was beat up. I mean, it was really run down. It was just a neglected property, a pretty bad reputation within the area, especially within Manitou Springs.
Good location.
The location was phenomenal.
Yeah.
And that's kind of, we've always had when we're looking at kind of where do we want to buy, there's things you can never change, one being the location.
Sure.
And there's some things you can change, but it'd be cost prohibitive, right? We could try to tear it down and build more rooms, but that may not be the best option.
Sure.
And so the building was good. 39 rooms is a decent size. The location right across from Garden of the Gods, right up the road down the road from Manitou Springs and the incline, kind of centrally located between Old Colorado City and Manitou Springs. Like the location is really what gave it so much potential to us.
Yep.
And then it had a lot of outdoor space, and that's a central part to what we believe people come here for.
Sure.
As you would probably believe, being in the tourism aspect of Colorado Springs, like people want to be outside.
Yeah.
And so I don't want a big building where they're going to sit inside all day in a lobby. I want them to sit out by the pool or the fire pit or things like that. And so those are definitely some of the things that drew us in. But again, it was a really neglected property, and we knew it was going to take a lot of time and effort to actually get it right and fix it.
So when did you buy it?
So we bought it in June of 2025.
All right, so it took you a little less than a year.
It did. Actually, the renovations took us only about 6 months.
Okay.
Because what we did is we bought it basically the middle of peak season.
Yeah.
So we really didn't want to start renovations. So we ran it in its current state, or its previous state, I should say, former state, from June until about the end of October. And it was a tough experience.
Yeah,
when you're used to providing this great quality experience to guests.
You just knew.
And we tried to do as much as we could, but we didn't want to put a whole bunch of money into stuff that we were going to tear out. And so it was hard when, guests are coming in, and, some guests were fine with it. It was a very budget-friendly place, but, some people just had serious problems with it, and we're like, yeah, I don't blame you. I wouldn't want to stay here. But anyways, we got through that period, and then I think it was middle of December we actually started renovations, and then we finished just right on May 1st, and then we opened up.
Julia is your general manager.
Yeah.
When did you bring her on board?
So she would have come in, I think it was right at the beginning of April, so about a month before.
Okay, so
to give her enough time to get acquainted with the property, build some systems, hire some people on.
Sure. I mean, she's a great ambassador for your property, and I hope when visitors get there and they'll get a chance to interact with her, because she's just really a great spokesperson and I'm sure a good operator for you. What must have been a challenge is when you took over and you kept operating, what did you do with the staff, the hourly staff? Did they stay on board?
Unfortunately, well, I'll backtrack and just double down on what you said about Julia. Our general manager is really the person that shapes the property.
You bet.
They're the ones that they're gonna bring the staff on. They're gonna formulate the team. They're gonna really build the community there. They're gonna be the spokesperson to the guest, and they're gonna be the people that actually systematize things and make sure we deliver.
Yeah.
That they're the operations of the property. There's a reason hotels are so difficult, and it's because a lot of them are very operationally intensive. So it requires the right type of person, and she has given her heart to the property, and we could never say thank you enough. She's just been amazing and really a godsend. So we're really thankful for her. But as far as the existing staff, when we bought the place, the existing staff was not being paid.
There you go.
They were basically just selling rooms under the table to basically make up for the money that they weren't making through paychecks.
Okay, yeah.
And then there was a bunch of other nefarious activities.
Oh my gosh,
so
yeah.
We actually just kind of clean
Cleaned
sweep,
house.
got rid of a lot of staff, any remaining staff, which there were only a couple, and then brought in some employees that could help us out during that time.
There you go.
So that's ultimately what we did.
That's good. And I would say, you're in an area of town where you're surrounded by a lot of other independent business owners, okay? Tori Giffen is on our board at Visit COS, and she has the Buffalo Lodge. And were people supportive of what coming in on this, and talk about how you've been received in the community?
Yeah, I think that's been one of the coolest things is that, like I said, this was a neglected property. And so it had changed hands a number of times. And so there was some doubt from the community initially on are these guys going to do anything different than
Right.
the 3 other owners who said
Oh,
they were going to
geez.
fix it up, and through fixing it up just kind of made it worse. And so we didn't mind some of the speculation because we knew in our hearts like what we were going to do and what the property was going to become. But there was definitely mixed feelings at first, and then we started to actually renovate the property, and people are like, "Oh, these guys are serious." Like,
Yeah.
they're not just like putting lipstick on a pig. They're
They're
doing
gonna
something.
put some money into
like
it.
we really took everything down and started from the ground level, other than kind of like the structural elements of it, because we wanted anything that the guests see, touch, feel to be new and different and actually be a part of our brand.
Okay.
To further tell the story that we're trying to. And so, yeah, I would say once the community realized we were serious about it, we received a lot of great feedback. Even to this day, we have people that live just up Crystal Park Road that will come in and they'll just be like, "Hey, I just wanted to check it out." Like,
Yeah.
the HOA community behind us, they've offered to partner with us on a bunch of stuff. And typically you think, oh, these HOA presidents, like they must be like, there's just a stigma there.
Okay. Sure.
Nicest guy in the world that runs the HOA. He's come down. We have a great relationship. He's just so happy to see the property fixed
Well,
up.
that's it, Jordan. I mean, when you think about it, nobody wants a neighbor that isn't performing. And,
Yeah.
and whether you're in the restaurant business or whatever, you want people to succeed and help make things better. So I'm really glad to hear that that you've been well received in the community. And so let's talk about the Outrider a little bit and what your brand is like. What's your goal for people who will look at you online and then show up the first time? What can they expect to experience?
Yeah, it's what we say is it's an elevated stay, but it's not like uptight or pretentious. It's not luxury, but it's authentic, it's genuine, and it's upscale.
Okay.
And we've really tried to add this element of wellness to it. And wellness is kind of a buzzword in the industry, and we wouldn't say we're like a full-on wellness hotel.
Yeah.
But we have a cold plunge and we have a sauna, so people can kind of reserve that for their private contrast therapy sessions. So say they just go to the incline and they want to come back, they can hop in that cold plunge, then jump in the sauna, and they're going to feel fully refreshed. I mean,
Yeah.
it's going to feel great. And then we have the hot tub in the pool area, which also kind of feeds into that area as well. But ultimately, we wanted it to have a unique sense of place, true
Okay.
to Manitou. So a lot of the colors we've used, a lot of the materials we selected, woods and cold rolled steel, we wanted it to feel very natural.
Yeah.
Like not
Like
something that was picked up out of, you could say like a big city and planted in Manitou, but something that was like truly, we took elements of all these different pieces of Manitou that we loved and tried to ingrain them into what the Outrider is. And so it's a nice place. It's an older building. It's built in the 90s.
Yeah.
And so we didn't do anything structurally to the building. And so it still has some of those odd old quirks, but it's nice and new. New carpets, new paint, all new furniture, and then just a focus on the outdoor elements. And so it's really a place that is meant to feel cozy and warm. One of the guiding principles that I took to our design team and to our branding team was I want a place that I feel comfortable walking in and immediately going up and grabbing a mug off and filling a cup of coffee and putting my feet up, right?
Yeah.
You can't do that everywhere. Some places, you're like, oh, I'm definitely not supposed to put my foot on that table. But we wanted it to feel unique.
Yeah.
But we wanted it to also feel comfortable and warm and just genuine, so that people didn't feel like they couldn't just be themselves right from
Sure.
walking in.
Are the rooms similar? Are they all alike or are they different?
We have a few different room types, but in terms of sizes, 30 of the rooms are what we call our standard room size, and then there's 9 suites, and the suites
Okay.
are about double the size of the standard rooms.
Right.
And then we have a mix of double queens, single kings, single queens, and then the suites are kings with sleeper sofas. in
Okay.
them.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, because I think about the Cliff House, right? There in Manitou Springs, whose rooms are different in many ways, and it's neat. We were just talking about, whether it's a competitor or not, they are putting money into their property as well, which is good for everybody, right? To just step up your game a little bit, and so I hope that you're helping to raise the bar. Now, we've got people who will be listening to this. Some of them live here, and they will know what Manitou Springs is. but there are others that don't. And you've talked about the incline and things like that. So let's tell listeners a little bit about Manitou Springs and what makes it so special.
Yeah. So Manitou Springs has a really cool history that I think maybe just doesn't get recognized a whole lot. But there is a wellness aspect to it. You know, even the history of Manitou is really that there's these fountains throughout Manitou Springs.
Yep.
And the water kind of works its way through different mineral compositions within the rock. And so back in the day, doctors would kind of say, hey, go to this fountain and drink from this fountain because it has these minerals in it and it'll be good for you. And it's kind of a cool, quirky part of the history of it, but it kind of fits with kind of the wellness vibe that we've gone for. But at the core, it's a mountain town. It's a town that's right on the slopes of Pikes Peak. You've got the COG Railway, which it's a train that travels up to the top of Pikes Peak. You've got the incline, which is a set of stairs that if you're brave enough, you can have fun by just walking up and strolling down. And then there's a lot of like cute little shops, and it's very local, like you said. It's not a bunch of larger owned restaurants and stores. It's people that have lived in Manitou Springs and wanted to bring something unique to Manitou Springs, whether it be bagels or coffee or little trinkets or fondue.
Well, and you're right. I mean, you've painted the picture beautifully. And then what others should know is that it is a stone's throw to Garden of the Gods.
That's right.
And so for people who Garden of the Gods is on so many people's bucket list, as is the incline, right? There are people that want to do that. But Manitou Springs economy is really tourist-based. And so for artists and restaurateurs and just different types of retailers, it's one of those places that they understand the importance of service. You do not make it if you don't cater and take care of people who are coming in. And locals have a lot of pride, I think. Manitou Springs, I've just watched it, and I'm just continue to be amazed at how it's had to change, and yet it's its own city. I mean, they have their own schools and all those things. So I hope that listeners will make it a part of their overall trip when they come to Colorado Springs. We talk a lot about itineraries and things to do, and so I'm wondering, at the Outrider, do you have food and beverage of any kinds or sorts, or how do your guests get to enjoy food?
Yeah, it's mainly through just kind of referring them out to the local restaurants that we truly believe is best. We don't have anything on site right now. It's one of those things we'd love to bring on site, but we just don't really have a whole lot of space.
Understood.
Like I said, it's an older building. The previous owner had used there's a house that's kind of within our parking lot. It's really odd. They had used that as kind of a kitchen and a lobby space in the past. They actually ended up selling that off during the foreclosure proceedings and stuff. So we don't actually own that building, and it's just sitting vacant right now. So it would be awesome at some point in the future to take that back and be able to do something like that. We'd love to get a liquor license. Like I said, we have a lot of outdoor area, and so it would be great to be able to service people with some additional beverages and stuff like that. But for right now, we don't have much other than like small snacks that we sell in the lobby and some things like that.
Well, and you and I both know that food trucks have changed everything, in terms of, whether it's a mobile food truck, a permanent food truck. But you're right when I think about it, Jordan, that there are so many places within either an easy walk or going up to Crystal Park Cantina. I mean, there's so many places that are just unique to where you are, and so and we also know some of the headaches that come with food and beverage and staffing, and oh my gosh. So for now, enjoy the peace and quiet of. Tell people what your web address is.
So it's outriderhotel.com.
Outriderhotel.com. Where'd you come up with the name?
So, like I said, we ended up hiring or I guess I alluded to before, we ended up hiring a branding agency that kind of helped us walk through what we wanted the property to become. So we kind of came to them and they're a company that is very well known in Denver for hospitality. This is kind of where they focus, basically hotels and restaurants. And so we knew we had an idea of what we wanted to create. We just didn't really have the clearest vision on what we wanted that to be. So the name and the logo.
Yeah.
And so it was a 4-month process, very lengthy, at least in terms of my mind, but maybe for, it's an artistic expression.
Yeah.
It takes time. It's not something that you can just come up with right away.
Yeah.
And so through that process, they kind of had brought this idea of the Outrider name to us. And the Outrider it's the person that goes ahead of the pack. And so back when people were exploring the West, they'd send the Outrider out ahead of them. That person would travel, they'd scope out the area, and they'd say, go here, don't go here. This is going to be the most fertile land. This is going to be the best place to go. And this is, high alpine desert. I don't know how they found Colorado Springs and thought it was a great place to, it's a dry area. So anyways, the Outrider really, that name rang true to us because there's not a whole lot of places in Manitou that have been recently kind of fully renovated. And so for us, it was us stepping into the market and saying, hey, we're going to do something unique here.
Follow us.
And we want other people to do the same thing, right?
Yeah.
Kind of like you alluded to with the Cliff House, or a rising tide lifts all
Yeah.
ships. And
Yeah.
so we do believe it's better for the community if more and more people are willing to make the investment into Manitou. And we think it's going to draw on more visitors too.
Yeah.
Greater places to stay, greater restaurants, the same great outdoor activities. It's going to draw people in.
Yeah.
And so that was also true. And then we also wanted to be that for guests. So that person, that knowledge base to say, this is the best restaurant to go to.
You
This
bet.
is the best trail to hike. And so when people walk through our door, we want every person that's working the front desk or even, cleaning rooms to truly know about Manitou. We don't want them to be like, yeah, you can just go here or there and anywhere. We want them to give specific recommendations on what they truly believe is the best to offer to guests.
Yeah.
And so that rings true to kind of that Outrider name as well.
That's great. Are you involved with employee training?
I try to always keep a pulse on everything. And so a lot of the beginning part of getting this hotel running has been laying the foundation for that stuff and making sure that that dream and that vision for what we have is really carried out. But I think Julia's done, most of the heavy lifting.
Sure.
She's really taken that vision and then run with it.
That's great. All right, so before we wrap, I'm going to give a shout out to our sponsor of this episode, which is the Colorado Springs Culture Passport. In collaboration with the Colorado Springs Pioneers Museum, Visit Colorado Springs released a free digital passport dedicated to cultural experiences in the region. If you check into at least 5 different locations, you'll automatically be entered into a grand prize giveaway. The winner will be selected after Labor Day and receive tickets to 5 cultural attractions in the region for up to 4 people. You can sign up for the passport at visitcos.com/history. Okay, so Jordan, how many years have you lived in the Springs? Or Manitou Springs, Colorado Springs? What?
9 years now.
9 years, okay. All right, so I'm going to ask you to describe Colorado Springs in just 3 words.
Okay. I would say genuine,
Yeah,
adventurous,
okay, genuine, adventurous.
and I'll throw humble in there.
And humble. What do you mean by humble?
I think, there's tons of great places that are, I think, more well known in kind of the Colorado area and the Colorado Front Range.
Yeah.
I don't feel like Colorado Springs has like this, I want to say like boisterous attitude.
Yeah,
but like
air
this,
about it. Yeah,
yeah. But I think it has so much to offer. And
Yeah.
so I think it has just this sense of humility, and people that live here understand that humility. They understand like how close we are, easy access to the mountains. They appreciate the
Sure.
convenience of just kind of what Colorado Springs has to offer. So yeah, humble just came to mind.
I like that. Well, and I was watching your engineering mind at work there. I appreciate the thoughtfulness you put into
Yeah.
that. That's great. If you were to tell people or describe what is your favorite hidden gem in the Pikes Peak region, like where do you go, Jordan, to?
Are you thinking? So I guess this is pretty general. It's a pretty general question.
Yeah, it could be
Okay.
a trail. It could be a place where you and your family like to go. I mean, just like what's your place that you just it's probably maybe a little off the path. But yeah, this is like your spot.
Yeah, I think two places come to mind that I think my, I think about, I have two young kids at home. Where do we go to kind
Sure.
of relax and get away from
Yeah.
some things? The closest one is North Cheyenne Canyon.
Yeah.
We love the little creeks. We can take our hammock. We can let our kid run around in the water
Yeah,
there, the little
that's
creek
great.
there. So that's a really fun place. And then we always find ourselves up in Mueller State Park.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Whether it be the leaves changing or just like a midsummer hike, there's just some great little hikes back there, and it's
Yeah.
a beautiful area where you don't drive that far to
Right.
get there, but it feels like you can't see the city from there. So
Right.
it's a really nice place that.
And
we
how old are
find
your
too.
kids?
So we have a almost 2-year-old and a 5-month-old.
Two.
They're young.
My goodness, you're at that magic stage, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I got the picture. All right. So looking forward, one of the things we think about is that people have a bucket list. Like there's something that you've lived here 9 years. What's something you still haven't done that you say, Doug, I will just admit, I still want to do this. Around the Pikes Peak region, anywhere. What's something on your list?
Yeah. I have yet to actually hike up Pikes Peak.
You have not hiked up Pikes Peak.
I haven't done a whole lot of 14ers in general.
Okay.
Which I am kind of embarrassed about because I'm like, I've lived here for a long time.
Yeah.
I feel like I should have done more.
Yeah.
And I really enjoy getting out there. But it's a commitment, and maybe I just don't.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
easier to do the short hikes, not the long ones.
Right.
So,
Well, and with a 5-month-old and a 2-year-old, you've got some balancing to do. But hiking Pikes Peak would be. Have you taken the COG? Have you been up to the top?
we have, yeah.
Yeah.
We've taken the COG, and I love that. I think it's
Yeah.
a really fun experience. And you hear, the conductors usually talking about the history and like,
Sure.
giving some backstory, which is my favorite part.
Yeah.
So I think that's really fun too. But I haven't even been up to the newer visitor center.
Oh, you have not.
It was. I think we went up right before they started.
Okay.
Actually, they were building it when we went up.
Yeah.
last, so.
Well, you owe it to yourself to go up and do that.
That's
and,
right.
And whether you hike it, probably without the kids, but
Yeah.
with getting them up there for all the new donuts and all the different things you
Yeah.
to choose from up there. It's great. Okay, so I'm going to let you put a bow on it. Let's tell listeners, give people your physical address, the web address, and just why people should come check the Outrider app.
Yeah, so web address, outriderhotel.com. Physical address is 229 Manitou Avenue. That's in Manitou Springs, Colorado. And then, I think the Outrider has something truly unique to offer in that it's a place that is refined, but we tend to think it's pretty affordable compared to the other lodging options in the area. And it's for people that really, they want to experience Manitou in a very true way. So like I said, we have the cold plunge, we have the sauna. That's a really fun experience. We have a great little pool area that just finished up. We have a massive cedar barrel hot tub, and then we have a nice lobby space to enjoy. We have a custom Outrider blend coffee that we provide
cool.
in there,
Yeah,
and we
cool.
sell in there. So we tried to add little touches throughout that
Yeah.
really just make for an overall great guest experience, and we think a lot of people will appreciate it. And so. Yeah, highly encourage people to check it out.
Yeah, and that's why we're doing this because it's summer of 26. It's new, so depending on when you're listening to this, you'll have your sea legs under you, even a little further from now. But one, I want to say again, thank you for your service to our country. Secondly, you're a true entrepreneur in staying the course but living the dream. I'm sure you and your wife, it's like, oh my gosh, what are we getting ourselves into? But I think you went about it the right way. And what I love about this area is there are so many people who come here to live out their dream. You could have stayed in Oklahoma. You could have kind of done a lot of different things. You're from upstate New York, but you chose Colorado Springs and Manitou Springs now specifically, and I just want to say thank you and wish you the very, very best of luck in this new endeavor for the Outrider Hotel. So thanks for being with us, Jordan.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity. It's
Yeah.
been a real pleasure.
Good.